This video will probably be what you were looking for when watching self-improvement videos like this one. Do you know that something motivated you, for example a friend or a video, motivated you to a better habit, like for example working out? And on the short term this habit is uneasy to fulfill, but you know that you will make progress with it when you're fulfilling it on the long term. And especially at the beginning, it's definitely not what you want to do in the moment. So you start going to the gym at the first day. Of course it's hard, especially like at the beginning it's very hard to work out, but at the end you're proud of yourself that you kept doing and are now finished with your habit. 2 days later you go another time because you know it's important to stay consistent for the gym results. Of course it's hard again and you feel unmotivated. And the next time you just think that you should skip because you got muscle aches from the last time. And the next time you're skipping again and boom, your habit is gone after a week. 1 week later you skip again because it's so hard putting in the work consistently. And you don't even see any progress. Why is it so hard? You started a good habit but stopped because it was too hard on the short term and you got no gratification for what you do. There are many different things, that give you more instant gratification than going to the gym, like eating junk food, for example. And so instead you're doing them because they give you more the feeling of having done something. But these things are the bad habits that don't actually help you in the long term. By the way, about thinking in the long term, I made a video where I explained why it's important to think in the long term, and you can see it in the video description. What you need in your problem where you slide out of your good habits is something that makes you stick to them, although you don't see any progress at the beginning. If you got that, you could even escape some of your bad habits and make your life even better. What I talked about all the time is just simple consistency. If you stay consistent in your good habits, the progress will come automatically. At the beginning, it's really hard to stay consistent in a habit. When you stay consistent for some months, it will be easier to stay consistent because you formed a long-term habit. So, to make it easier, in the example I told you, you can simply do easier workouts and shorter workouts. If you have struggles staying consistent, you can just make your habit a bit easier to follow, so it won't be that hard and you won't feel unmotivated because of that habit. Later, of course, you make it harder step by step, but for the beginning you can make it easy so you will stick to it. To get a better idea, if you want to read something consistent because, makes a better attention span and before sleeping it's even better because it can make you tired, and there are many other benefits, but I will talk about them in a future video. You don't want to read 100 pages at one day because if you do that you won't have the willpower to stay consistent. What you do instead is something at the border of being too easy and being too hard, like for example 10 to 15 pages a day. And if you do this, it will be much easier to stay consistent. Or for another example, if you want to meditate, just meditate 5 minutes a day and not 30 minutes at one day, because 5 minutes a day is very easy to practice and you will rather stick to that habit. The next factor that makes it easier to stay consistent is building your new habit onto an existing habit, building a routine. For example, if you want to meditate, you get up in the morning, eat something, because eating and brushing your teeth are habits that you have built up a long time and you're doing them every day. At least I hope so, but if you didn't eat, I think you wouldn't watch this video. As those habits are very easy to follow, it will be also very easy to just put another habit onto them, like meditating, and after you brush your teeth as every day, you can just meditate as every day. But still, you just don't have the gratification for your habit. The long-term gratification just doesn't come instant, it will take some time, and at the beginning it's very hard to do something without seeing long-term progress. So what you do now is making your habit more enjoyable. For example, if you like chocolate, after you work out, you can just eat a small piece of chocolate that will motivate you and that will subconsciously make you connect the workout with the instant gratification of chocolate. This is a simple technique, conditioning, that makes your workout more enjoyable. This will rather make you stay consistent because you got something that motivates you a little bit. As well, you can track your habits with the apps where you can see, wow, my second week of working out, I stayed consistent for 2 weeks. This is also some instant gratification that will help you stay consistent if you just track your progress. Now that you watched until here, you will see that's actually not that hard to stay consistent in your habits. But consistency is the single key factor for making progress and reaching your goals. So to sum it up again, that you don't forget it, first you make your habit a bit easier so that the threshold is low enough to keep consistent. Then you put the habit inside of a routine to execute it right after some habits you already have. And last but not least, you make your habit more enjoyable with something small that motivates you. I hope this video will make you stay consistent in your habits, or in other words, will make your progress skyrocket compared to the progress you made without consistency. Like and subscribe so you don't miss out my future videos, and